So as promised, the first thing which I'm going to show you right now is about the hover effect. So the first thing which you have to do is go to File. You have selected a folder and that is Hover. In this Hover, we are going to create, say, hover.html. Okay, see, like this. Now you can close this welcome screen, and from here we'll start writing our code. So how do we do this? Obviously, the first one is doc type HTML. That is the first thing. Then the second one is HTML. We are going to write lang. Then we have en, and that is we close it. So this is basically we are choosing the language. Okay, then the next step will be, I'm going to say it is head. In the head, we are talking about a meta tag. So the meta tag which we are talking about, that is meta charset. So basically it defines the character set, like what you are taking, and 99% mostly people take UTF-8 only. So that is what it is, like what character or in which thing you have to define. So basically meta tags give you the description. Okay, after the meta tag, what is the next thing which we are going to meta HTTP, yes, equivalent, and then you're going to write as X UA, and that is compatible as content IE equal to H. So that's your meta tag. Another one which I'm going to give you is the meta name. Okay, so now what do you mean by a meta name? See, meta name here define, we are going to give the viewport, that is like viewport over here. Once you have written this, what is the next step you're going to write? Again, the content. And now since you are making it responsive, so what is the thing? You're going to write it like this: width equal to device width. This means what? Like whenever you are trying to screen, basically, for example, on mobile, it is going to adjust the website accordingly. So that is why we are writing width, device width. So whatever the device you are using, that width it's going to take, comma. Then how do you write it? Like you're going to write C. It is going to come initially, that is initial scale equal to, so yes, this is the type, the title, that is, the title is, you can write just simple HTML hover effect. So you can write this one, and once you have written this, what I told you, we have to link our styling. So we are going to write link, as I told you in the last thing also, REL equal to, you're going to give it like style sheet. After the style sheet, you can write href, and then you're going to say style.css. So this is the name of the file which you have to give, which we are going to give it very, very soon. So let me press Ctrl S, please save it, and I'll show you how can we do this. See, we've created hover.html. Same way, you can click here and you can write like this, style.css. Okay, so this is where we will be doing the styling, and it will be linked to this HTML page. Okay, so that's what we have written it over here. Head is actually head over here, Now we'll go to the body part, because these were the few things which I wanted to tell you. Always remember, the meta tags are always used in the head part of the HTML. Okay. So now we come to the body. We're going to write the first thing, which is like we are making a button. All right. And let's give this button a class, which is like, you can say BTN. All right. So we've given the type, and then you have to give the type. Okay. And type is like, you can give, it is submit. Okay. So that's what the button is. Okay. Control S. So let's see how this looks. How do you do this? Click on this hover. Click on this. Copy the path of the folder. So this is the path of your folder, and you can go here and say you have pasted here. Then what is the next step which you will do? You will write like this. Go to here, and what is the name? Hover.html. So exactly that thing you're going to write over here. You're going to write hover.html. Enter. So can you see? There is a button which we have created. All right. So just for you, what I can do is, just for your reference, I would like to tell, give some color to the body, so that it is clear to you that, see, this is body. This is just temporary. I am doing it to show you the button over there. Color is, say, blue violet. Okay. And I'll press Control S. Again, I'll go here, refresh the page. Okay. So this is the violet, blue violet color. And what I told you in the last video, that we are going to use the animation here. I want to keep on changing the background. I want to show the hover effect, all these things. So how are we going to do that? The best way of doing it is here. So I'm going to start right from here. So the best thing is, I'll start with body. In the body part, I am going to write, say, font size, and maybe the font size will be, I am going to keep it 15 point. See, it's here. Then I have the background color, so you can choose whatever color you want. All right. So I have specific color which I have chosen over here. That is #53. So if you can write your own numbers or whatever way you want to do it, it's up to you. Okay. This is the color which I have taken. Now see very carefully. I am writing animation. You remember in the first video I have already told you animation. Okay. So as I told you, you have to give some name to your animation. So I have written for animation body, I've written BDY. For how many seconds I need? I need it for another, say, 5 seconds. For 5 seconds, and I want it like infinite and then alternate. So that's what I want. All right, let's talk about the BTN button. Now, why am I using .btn? Because if you go over here and see, BTN is actually a class, and I told you for class we have to use .btn. Okay, once you've used this, use a curly bracket, and then let's make it, say, text align should be at the center. Once you've done it, then let's put the position. I have already told you that most of the times, or the standard way of taking it is the relative. So always take the position relative. Then you can take top, which is like, you can say 200 pixels. Okay. After that, what is the next thing which we are going to do? We are going to align the items, correct? So align items, and how are we going to do that? We are going to put it in the center. Okay. Once I have done this, what is the next thing? You're going to put left, and you will say maybe 100 pixels. That's what it is. After the left thing, we are going to put some font size, and let's make it say 30 pixel. Okay, so your font size is 30 pixels. After the font size, you can put a color you can choose according like whatever you want. So it's up to you, how do you want to go about it. So let's take the white color, background color, and this time I'm going to keep it like hash 3 CFA. Okay, so I have taken, and let me put the outline, and it has to be like none. Okay, so this is what I have done. Now since I've taken the button thing, I have to give some width also. So let me put the width, and the width will be 150 pixels. That is what here. After the width, I have the next thing, that is the height. Obviously when width comes, height automatically comes. So it is 50 pixels again. After this, what is the next thing which we are going to do is we are going to use a border. So we are going to say border is none. After the border, we are going to use a box shadow. Okay, and in this box shadow, you have to be very careful while using this. So see, this is 0 pixel, then you have 0 pixel, then you have 15 pixel, you have 15 pixel, and then you can say hashtag, yes, 3CFAFO. Okay, then again we'll put the animation. So it has to be like the same one, the way we have written it before. So we'll say animation, and this time what is the name of the animation? Button, BTN. Again we want it for 5 seconds, and obviously we have alternate, and after the alternate we have infinite. Okay, so this is about the button thing. Okay, so let's have a look at it once. Control S, we'll go here and refresh and see it. Okay, so this is how it is coming. Currently the hover effect is not coming. I'm going to show you how can we do that as well. Okay, now once you have done this, we want to hover on the button. So what is the next step which you will do? You will write .btn and put like this and say hover. So that's how your hover effect is going to come into the picture. And then you put the curly bracket. Again, you're going to use which color do you want? I will say black. Okay. After the color, I want the background color. What is the background color? That is hashtag 37FF98. So this is the color I need. Then see what is the next thing which I'm using? Transform, rotate, and maybe I want to rotate it to 360 degrees. Okay, once I have done this, what is the next thing which I'm going to use? I'm going to copy it right from here, that is box shadow thing. So it's like box shadow 0 0 pixel, 15 pixel, and here I'm going to use it like 5 pixel, and the color I'm going to change it to, I'll say hashtag, and this one. Okay, this is the color I need to change over here. Now I want a transition also. So how am I going to do the transition? The transition has to be done for how many seconds? Say 2 seconds. Okay, so this is your transition, correct? Okay, now we'll say Control S. Once you have done this, let's refresh and save it. Okay, can you see? If you click here, how it is moving, it is turning black, it is rotating, correct? See, when I'm putting the cursor. So this is the hover effect which we are trying to show over here. Now, the point which comes in the picture from here is the keyframe, because now we want the animation. The background should also change and all the things should also change. So how are we going to do that? See, obviously I told you how are the keyframes written, @ and you're going to write keyframe. Now give the name. Which animation you want? You want the button animation. So how are we going to write? We are going to write btn, then open the curly bracket, and what I told you, it starts from 0 until where you have to take, or from and to. So anyway you can do it. So I'll take 0%, curly bracket open, and I am going to leave it like this. Okay. Then I'm going to use say 50%, and the curly bracket, the curly bracket is open. After me just copy it from here itself. Okay, so like this. So I am going to use this as 5 pixels, and here I am going to use it like, maybe the color I am going to change it. Hashtag, you can say 2F3ED. So I have a list of all the colors, so that's why I'm using this way, or you can choose the color of your choice and go ahead. Okay, again, I'm going to use the background color, and the background color is like hashtag, you are going to say 2F3EDE. Okay, this is done. And I'm going to close this 50% right here. Okay, let me. Okay. Now once this is done, now I want to move it to say 100%. Again, use a curly bracket. In the curly bracket, again, I am going to use the same thing, that is my box shadow. My box shadow is 0, 0, 15, and make it, say, just give me 1 second, 5 pixels. And here again, I'm going to change the color, which is like hashtag CE2FDE. So that's what my color is. Now I have put this box shadow color. What is the next thing which I'm going to do over here is, I'm going to put the background color, and the background color is same only. Okay, Control S. So this is my 100% wala thing, and this is my overall curly bracket for button hover. Let's see this, how it works. So I'm going to go here and refresh the page. So can you see? It is moving and the color is changing. See? It is moving and the color is changing here. See? That's how. Okay. Now, another thing. This was about the button. But if I have to make a keyframe for the body, I want some animation to work for body as well. So how am I going to do it? Okay. So the best way of doing it is, again, please put a keyframes, @keyframes. Then what was the name of our body thing? See, animation BDY. So same thing you have to use. Here it is written. See, animation BDY. This I'm talking about. So you're going to again write BDY like this. After BDY, you're going to open a curly bracket. Go here. Again, use 0%, use a curly bracket. Okay. After this, what is the next thing which you're going to do? Again, you're going to use 50%. In the 50%, you're going to use the curly bracket. Again, we are going to use some background color, and in the background color, maybe you can take hashtag FE94C. Okay. let me take this yellowish color and let me finish this off. Then I'll go again down, use 100% curly bracket, open over here, and again put a background color, and maybe you can use sorry for this 4242. Okay, let me take the red color over here. All right, and this is finished and this is done. Okay, now see the effect very carefully. When I refresh the page, oh, can you see green, yellow and red? Can you see the background color is also changing? Green, see the initial one, then yellow and then red. And can you see here also? When you click here, it is like hover using 360-degree as well. Okay, like this. So I hope you have liked my video, and please do subscribe and share my channel. Just repeat it once again for you. It is doctype HTML, the language which we have used. In the heading, I have used all the meta tag, the title and the link of the style sheet. So head is meta char set, which includes the character set which we are using. This is for the compatibility with the Bootstrap and all. Viewport is something like how you want to see it. So this thing I'm going to show you with device initial skill. This also I'm going to show you right now. And you can give any title, hover effect title, the style sheet, the style sheet which I want to refer. Here I am using style.css. Plus in the body, I have created one button, and the button is submit button. I'll do the styling for the body, for the dot button, then hover effect for it. Then as I have given in the video, I have used the keyframes for button and for the body. Now the most important thing which I didn't show you is like you just minimize this, and when you are trying to see, when you are doing it like this, see, currently you are not able to see, but if you have something, it will be adjusted to your device width. That is what we are using the device width for. Okay, even if you do it like this, see, it becomes small and it's rotating and things are working perfectly. Thank you so much and stay tuned for more videos.